out how stretching your quads can actually improve the flexibility of the hamstrings. This sounds a little silly. We often are told when we find that we can't stretch something quite as far, we can't move as far, that flexibility is limited, that we're supposed to stretch those muscles in particular. Well, unfortunately, that's not always the case, which makes it a little more complicated to figure out what you need to do and not need to do. This is where the biomechanical release technique actually comes into play. It finds out where those muscles are tight and which muscles need that bit of tightening up to balance everything out so that your flexibility, range of motion, strength, endurance, all of that improves across the entire body. So I'm going to do and show you the example. These are genuine stretches. I'm not modifying it. I'm not sitting here and trying to do the stretch less to make it appeal better to you. This is the genuine stretch in my ability. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and touch my toes. We're going to see how close I can get with feeling a decent stretch but without pain. Okay? All right. So I could get further. I'm not quite touching my toes yet. But I know that I'm tighter in the front, so I'm going to go ahead and stretch my quads. Even if I didn't know I was tighter in the front, stretching your quads is a good way to find out if this is tight, the quads, or the hamstrings are tight, causing that limited range of motion and flexibility. So we're going to do a simple quad stretch. Bear with me here. I know this is not exciting. And I don't even need to do it for a full 30 seconds, which is what I would recommend. Doing that little bit can actually make a difference. So now we're going to try it again, okay? I'm going to take it to the same extent, the same feel that I did before, okay? I'm just going to reach down and look at that. I can touch my toes now, okay? Again, that's completely real. And it's surprisingly made that big enough difference. So if you're curious, are your quads tight or are your hamstrings tight? Which of them is causing you that discomfort? Which of them is actually causing your limited range of motion or flexibility? Try that trick out, okay? Touch your toes. See how close you can get. Okay, remember that. Stretch your quads. Try to do it a little bit longer than what I did. I didn't want to make the video super long. But stretch your quad muscles. You can refer to our other video about a quad stretch or the modified quad stretch if you need to kind of see how to properly do that, and then come back and then try and touch your toes again. How far did you get? Did you get closer? Did it not work? Were you further away? If you were further away, then it is the hamstrings in particular that are tight, and then you want to go ahead and go over to our hamstring stretch video, show you how to stretch those hamstrings. If there was no change at all, you might be one side or the other, or you may have gone down and felt one side was easier. If the side that was easier to stretch, when you did it the second time around, excuse me, if that was easier to stretch, then that quad needs stretching, but not the side that was a bit more difficult. So it's kind of listening to the body and figuring out what's really ideal for you. If you want to figure out more of what is your ideal, what is going to help you the most, please go ahead and contact me, and we can figure some stuff out through some emails and maybe some video chatting. Or I'd be happy to book an appointment for you and see you and actually do a hands-on, tell you definitely what's going on with you and get you that treatment, or at least give you the stretching that's going to be ideal for you.